My mom used to take Omega XL. She paid.
What about that?
She takes Arids.
Okay, well, that's my. Let me get to the point.
Oh, that-
You can take Arids, you can take Omega XL, you
But
can
the
take
Omega
Nordic.
XL is the one that comes from New Zealand.
No, I'm getting ready to explain to you. So you can take all of those. Doesn't matter which one you take. What makes this one different is that they have a patent. And so 60% of what's in that bottle is omega-3s. 60%. 40% of what's in that bottle is called polyphenols. This is what makes it different. Polyphenols are like antioxidants. It's what gives a red bell pepper its color. What gives a green apple the color green. They're very protective against oxidative stress. They can actually protect your cells, polyphenols, and they help chaperone the omega-3s and make sure it gets into the cell membrane. Without that chaperone, it ain't happening, guys. And we know that. And then they add vitamin D3 to it, and they add some vitamin E, which all the other omega-3s add vitamin E. Why do they add vitamin E to all of the other omega-3s? Anybody want to take a guess?
For the consistency. They want
It-
that oil.
It keeps it from going rancid.
Say that again?
It keeps it from going rancid. It keeps the smell down. So when you smell it, like roadkill, you ever drive by something that got killed? Okay, if you added some omega-3s to it, you get rid of the smell. It keeps it from going rancid. But it's not a polyphenol. So these companies know what I'm sharing with you. But they're not going to tell you because why? You're still buying their products. And you don't know about a test until today.
Right.
So now when you go home and take your new test and you're taking some other product, you're going to find out, like my mom, is what I'm doing working? My mom spent $90 a month for 4 years buying Omega XL.
She got it tested.
We did the test. My mom was 32 to 1.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That means for 4 years, my mom wasted her money. We put her on the balance oil. She's now 2.7 to 1.
Wow. How long did that take? 4 months?
Well, 4 months you'll see a big improvement. I would say it took my mom maybe 9 or 10 months to get into balance. So we looked at all these different companies. So it's been a total of 19. None of them have polyphenols. And the 19 that we've tested, they all failed. But I did give a positive to Melaleuca. So Melaleuca will get you like 7, 8 to 1. I think I've seen a couple other ones. Like if you're, some of them are pretty good. I mean, as far as getting to 7 to 8, 9 to 1. But to get to the green, only the balance oil.
And what's the difference between the black and the white bottles?
The black has 4 times more polyphenols.
So that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little more expensive. But,
There you go. There's
But the one, you don't need it. Like my kids do, my mom doesn't do the black bottle. She got in a balance with the regular basic. Everybody, I don't recommend the premium.
Okay.
Except for people who go, hey, wait a minute, what's that black bottle? Like people like Sharon. Well, what's the black bottle? Because I use a black bottle. But you don't need to use a black bottle.
Okay.
Right? And then on some months I use the white bottle. It just depends. So here's my summation. Okay, the thing that I'm concerned with, and if they took this product off the market, you guys, they put it into Walmart, and I couldn't be a partner in the company, I'm still promoting. To every client, everybody, 100%. It would be an injustice if I didn't, doing the work that I do. Now, if somebody says, no, I think I'm good, I'm gonna stick. Hey, God bless them and keep it moving. But this is what I do know. We have low-grade chronic inflammation. So that cell membrane is not fluid. And whether you can see it, smell it, you know it, there is a low-grade inflammation in your body. So your kids who are 20s and 30s, they have this. It's just a matter of time before fibromyalgia shows up. Or some other condition. It's going to happen when you have low-grade chronic inflammation. It's just a matter of time. I don't know which of these things it's going to be. I don't know if they wake up one day, damn, I got type 2 diabetes. Wait a minute, where did this come from? But it will happen. This is the part, like I did a presentation to 17 cardiologists, and I took them to this part right here. Not one of them pushed back on me. You know why? Because it's the truth. And all 17 that day became a customer, got their tests. They didn't know me from day one. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I won them over before they were at the presentation. I was a brand new guy. And when I was done, all 17 of them bought the test and bought the bottle of oil. And when I go in my back office right now, all 17 are still a customer, and many of their family members are customers. Because it makes sense. That's it. So, this is the price. Everybody today, like the retail of one of these tests is $178. Everybody here, you get one. Even if you tested recently, like I know I just sent you your test,
Yeah.
but you get a new test today.
That's great, so I can retest after 4 months. Right?
Yeah. So you'll have one, which is great.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody gets a free test today because you showed up. Right? Even if you don't even do the test, you can at least leave with it.
And you have a different, test for the microbiome?
Okay, I'll end with that. So here's the prices on it. Now, after the first month, when you sign up, and I would recommend, if you're not signed up, I would sign up, get the test with the balance oil, and then you'll spend $45 a month after that, and then they're going to mail you a free test. Right? So like even if you signed up like today, which I would recommend, because then you're going to get another test, and then you're going to get another test 4 months later. And I know there's somebody you love in your family. You gotta love somebody. You gotta, I mean, it's gotta be somebody you care about. There's gotta be somebody. But anyway, like even your kids, like, damn it, kid, you're taking the test. I'm mailing it right now. Okay, so anyway, you get that. And then I would, let me just go back here. If you have any questions, then I'm gonna end.
I totally believe in this without a doubt, but my question is, what about people, like, can someone who doesn't have a healthy diet can this make an impact on somebody who doesn't have a healthy impact for somebody who's already eating healthy and doing well? Meaning, let's just say I send it to my brother, who I love her, but he's not going to change his diet, he's not going to do any of that, because he's my brother, he doesn't listen to Dina, but I like to get this to him. Would it make an impact on him either way, even if he doesn't make other changes? Like, is this like the godsend here, or does he still have to make?
I'm glad you brought
That's
it
a
up.
wrong question, I'm asking.
Actually, it's not. It's a great question.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I didn't ask it right, so I just, like, somebody who doesn't change their diet, you go back to having
you asked it right.
Frito-Lays for dinner and Cokes for lunch. I know people want that,
Yeah.
I give this to them.
No, you asked it right. I'm thanking you for doing that.
Yeah.
So you know how I talked about a person who smokes compared to someone who doesn't. The same with nutrition. And I like to bring this up, and I like to stress it sometimes, and then I'll repeat it like 2 more times. Because I want every woman, because I've coached mostly women in my whole life, their husbands do not want to change the way they eat. They're going to eat the way they eat. That's just the way it's going to be. You have to fool them and trick them and put in all the different things, right? But you want them to be healthy. They're still going to get a huge benefit if they take the oil.
Yeah.
Because you're filling the gap of omega-3s. See, it's not about what you guys are doing in your lifestyle. Because I meet people, oh no, I eat pretty healthy. I really don't care how much you think you eat healthy. You have a gap.
Yes. Yeah.
And you eat as healthy as you think you
I've
can.
been trying since
Yeah.
2001 to eat healthy, but it's better than, and the bottom line is I still need the oil.
You're filling a gap. So yes, Dina, anyone benefits, especially when you get kids, right? You get someone, they're eating fast food, they're eating crazy. If you can just get them in the habit of taking the balance oil, it's going to help them. Now here's a little technique. And when I say technique, these are things I've learned over the years. Let's say, for instance, you're gonna go see your doctor and they notice your fasting glucose was a little elevated last time you went. If you were my client and you didn't want your doctor bugging you, I'll say, okay, this is what you're gonna do. Do you like Crown Royal? Or do you like wine? I do like wine. Okay. So before you go see your doctor and do the fasting glucose, have a nice sized glass of wine the night before. Because alcohol is going to have your blood fasting glucose lower significantly the next day. Now that's a technique that I don't share with everybody. Okay.
It's not connecting to my.
Okay, so when you go to the doctor and they check your fasting glucose, if you want to trick your doctor because you know you haven't been doing that well, and you want him to think your glucose is low, have a glass of wine or a shot of whiskey the night before.
But it's not good to have low.
But here, well, not too low, but it will make you look better based on the panel.
We want to be around them.
That
Okay.
doesn't work if he's doing the A1C test, though.
No, because that goes into the cell.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have a doctor, I don't go to the doctor, you know what I mean? I'm in heavy equipment repair, and I wake up at 3 o'clock every morning, and sometimes I don't get off till about, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My breakfast is a pot of coffee and 3 cigarettes. And sometimes I don't eat all throughout the day, I won't eat, and then I'll eat one meal when I get home.
So you would benefit from the balance oil.
So, but my question is it all the same, or is there different levels to the Zinzino oil?
No, it's well. You have the black bottle that has more polyphenols in it, which would be like getting more vegetables and fruit into your diet. So that's what polyphenols come from primarily.
So whether it's I'm taking the oil or whether it's there or not, me consuming it physically with the oil, it'll be there.
Yes.
And then you still my choice to consume or not consume or be healthy or
Well, you're definitely going to see because you're going to get a test, right?
you can get a test.
And then once you do the test, you're going to know where you are. And then just if you kept your life the way it is right now, and the only thing you changed was do a little shot of the oil, your numbers are going to be better
Yeah.
in 4 months.
Because I'm a believer for sure, but I'm definitely a skeptic as well.
Yeah, but the test is going to get rid of the skepticism, right? So 4 months, we'll all come back together, and we'll have you hearing,
That'd be awesome.
how did it work out?
We should plan
It's
that
funny
4
'cause
months from now, John.
I'm curious to know like the results from the test, but at the same time too, I don't want to know.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't want to know.
Yeah. Can I say something about
Yes.
that really quick? So I have my test, which is right here. And do I look healthy to you? Do I look healthy?
You look awesome.
Yeah, so and I'm 50, thank you, and I'm 52. And mine was 33 to 1. Like, look, I'm critical in everything.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty
Yeah,
Today?
so, not well, I've been on the balance well now for 2 months. But I mean, that was my test was 33 to 1 when I did the test, right? We did it at, remember, at Jason's,
Oh, yeah.
in the fridge, or in the kitchen.
And she didn't want to do the test.
Yeah, I didn't want to
She
wait.
didn't want to know.
Yeah. Like, I got people on the oil before I was even on it. And then when I went down, which was, remember, Renee and Veronica, and then I eventually got on it after I tested. But I was like that. I didn't want to know. Because I just like thought, I look healthy, I feel healthy, I go to the gym.
She brought me down here. I'm telling her, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there ain't nothing wrong with me. I said,
Yeah.
I said, don't tell me I'm going up here right now to get sticked and poked and all that stuff. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good for you to know. Yeah, it's a little poke, but I think it'll be good for you to know because, you know, you don't have anything to lose, really, you know. Yeah.
And what's your name?
My name? James.
Okay, I'm gonna remember. James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we in the future, we want James. I would hope that once we get your results, and if you ever want someone to go over your results, like you'll get my info, I'll do that with you. But it'd be great to see after 4 months what your numbers are like.
Can I say something? My name's Veronica. Hey, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi, Veronica.
I do eat healthy. I eat fish, maybe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I came back in the red. I was 13 to 1, but my bottom 4 boxes were in the yellow. So he could tell that I ate fish. I eat very clean. I eat very healthy. So just to say, I'm still in the red. I know I'm getting ready to test in another week or so. I know I'm gonna be somewhere in the green, or very low
Right.
numbers in the yellow.
Yeah. This is what it looks like when you're in the green, and this is actually one of Robert's clients, Sandy Silver. And I don't know where she started, but this
She was
is.
in the red, but she's in the green in all boxes now.
Oh, now she's in the green
And
and
that's
all
what
the
you're aiming
boxes.
for, to be
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
green.
and
Yeah.
she was insulin resistant,
It's
and now
Yeah.
she's not.
Insulin resistance.
Yes,
Yeah.
and now she's not.
I was just noticing my before test and then my second test. My second test looks good, but there's only one thing that's green, the omegas.
Okay.
But then I stopped for a few months, and then when I redid it, it was high again.
Yeah.
So now I'm ready to get it
But
again.
your arachidonic acid was in the green.
Yeah, my arachidonic acid's in the green.
Yep.
Optimal.
So she's an example of what not to do, everybody.
I love it.
That's right.
Doesn't matter. Her road chakras aligned. That's enough.
Right here.
Okay, now we're gonna do a shot, and I'm gonna summarize, and if you have more questions, I'm here, we can talk, and everybody will get their test, and you guys tell us how you wanna do that.
Robert, before you
Yeah.
finish, I just want to add, I am living proof of rheumatoid arthritis. They right away wanted to put me on methotrexate. Robert says, have you ever been on that? I said, absolutely not. I read the side effects of the medicine, and I said, absolutely not, I'll live with pain. The Valentoid was a life changer for me because my hands would seize and I couldn't move them. I'm fine, I'm good toe to toe with it. So I may have rheumatoid arthritis, but I have no pain. So I feel nothing in my hands. I mean, I feel, but there's no pain.
Nice.
It's not neuropathy. I want to know
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so I'm gonna end on that.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so last thing I would share with you, and of course, anybody have any questions before I share this last part? Okay? So Zinzino, this company, is a test-based nutrition company. So they have a test you can do at home for hemoglobin A1C, like if you wanted to find out, because sometimes doctors won't do that test. It's all a finger prick. And then we have the test we've been talking about called the balance test. And for the last few years, they've been working on a gut health test. And it just came out. It just came out. Now, I know a good amount about the gut and the gut microbiome and all that. I work with a woman named Dr. Sabine Hassan. She's testified in front of Congress. She's a bad mamma jamma. And so when I would send people to her, which has been over 300 people, you would pay $300 to get the gut test. And she would, they look at your stool. And then once your test results come back, you got to pay her $500 for her to talk to you about it. Then she'll give you some general recommendations. And let's say 3-4 months goes by, you got to pay another $800 because you want to see if the gut stool got better, the bacteria got better. And then you got to pay another $500 for her to talk to you. So because I was getting so many people to do the stool test, she worked it out where she would talk to me because we're friends and I coach her and her kids. They're my clients. She says, look, I'll just go over it with you, Robert, and then you convey it to them, and that'll save them $500. Right? Because they're my client anyway, so I wouldn't charge them. I would just go over it with them. And if it was out of my, if I didn't feel comfortable with certain things, I would say, you need to really hire her and let her go over it. But most of the time it was simple stuff. So basically $600, and the only thing you learn from a stool test is the makeup of the bacteria, the microbes that live inside of you. It doesn't tell you anything. Right? And I would sit there sometime on the calls going, damn, they just spent $1,300. And all you're going to tell them is like, cut back on the fried food. I mean, all the shit, everything. But you know what I mean? When you hear that 80 times, I feel like my people were like, what the hell am I sending people to? Because I wasn't making money on it, right? It's like, I'm looking out for my clients, and I think she's a source. And so this test, because I'm on the advisory board, I've seen it, I've been watching it, I'm fully aware of it. I did the gut test. It is awesome. Because not only do they give you feedback on 5 different signals of what is really going on, you get clear direction on exactly what to do to make it.
That is so powerful.
Alright.
And his
That is very powerful.
suggests as well, because.
That is
it's
very,
high.
very good.
Yeah, like the balance oil, like. 'Cause
Yes.
I've been researching the gut test a lot, because I've done plenty of school tests.
Fine vegetables.
But
So here's what happens. In the test, and Dina asked, that was a great question. 90% of everybody walking around in America and Canada do not get enough dietary fiber, according to the CDC. So that's not my opinion, that's what they, now all of us who go, no, I eat fruits and vegetables, okay, and that's great, so that means we're probably all getting enough fiber. If you're getting enough fiber, and I would say a variety of food, your test results are gonna come back. You got a good chance of your gut results being good.
I'm also taking that, so it'll be interesting to see.
Well, if you're taking this, so dietary fiber is one thing, and there's this thing called prebiotics is another thing. Prebiotics come from fiber, but with all fiber, you don't get prebiotics.
Wow.
Need me to say that again?
Metamucil.
That's one that you want to hang on to, because it's a game changer. Because a lot of people are thinking they're getting enough fiber, and they assume they're getting prebiotics. But not all fiber is a prebiotic. So prebiotic gets to the colon, where the bacteria gets with it and then creates what is necessary. But if you don't have enough prebiotics in the colon, it cannot create what it needs to create, right? So if you eat turkey or salmon or eggs and you get tryptophan, which is an amino acid, tryptophan, those amino acids get to your gut, and if there's enough prebiotics there, tryptophan converts to a thing called serotonin. And if there's enough magnesium in the gut from the foods you eat and B vitamins, it converts to melatonin, and you sleep better. So they're called pathways, right, in nutrition science. So what happens if you're out of balance in the gut health test, one of the recommendations is you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. And if you're not going to do that, there's a product called Xenobiotic. You take a scoop of this, which is prebiotics, and then you'll know if it's working when you retest.
It'll be interesting because I've been taking it for a couple of weeks or a month, I think, I don't know, probably a month, and I haven't taken that test, so I'm curious to see.
So I'm going to bet you that your test is good, and this is why. Even if you're missing meals, right? Because if you're taking this, you're getting prebiotics. And did you know that polyphenols are a prebiotic? Hey. Okay, it gets better. You ready? And guess what else is a prebiotic? Omega-3s.
Right.
So you're getting prebiotics. So I would say that your gut test is going to come back good.
So how come my gut is not working properly?
Well, we're going to find out. Now in Europe, here's the thing I don't like about this product. I don't know, you can tell me if this is a good thing to do as a network marketer. Just tell them the truth.
You're the one that did 120 million in sales in 16
No, but that's
months, not
direct
me.
sales. That's direct sales.
That's okay.
But I'm talking network marketing.
I think you're schooled
So let me
already.
just tell you about this product, what I don't like about it. What I don't like about this product is that the serving size needs to be double.
Yeah.
This is the problem with it. But because the regulations in the United States, California,
Yeah.
a guy named Governor Gavin, he literally has made it where they have to keep it to this serving.
Because
Now, if someone likes Gavin, I apologize. I'm just telling you.
It's my cousin. Don't tell him.
No, oh my God.
You were like
I
all
was gonna
nervous.
say, get out. But he's about to be gone anyway.
Yeah.
So they're reformulating it. So if I were you, and use some of your Zinzino cash and buy an extra one, I would do 2 scoops a day.
2 scoops of it.
Yep. They do one in the morning with breakfast and maybe one with dinner, and I think you'll feel the difference.
And Robert, you don't need the probiotic?
No, there is no probiotic. I don't recommend probiotics. You just want me to go off on that.
I actually want to do a show on that this week.
A probiotic and a prebiotic because
Yeah.
And I'm doing everything.
Okay, I can go into it long. All right, this is my last thing and I'm done. Because I think this will help everybody. This is the last thing, and because I hate just rambling around. Last thing, and I'm sharing this with you guys as a friend. I was part of a study, and I'm aware of 2 other studies. The outcome was the exact same, and we looked at probiotics. Okay, so these were randomized placebo-controlled trials, which is the gold standard. Okay. Now, in order to do a trial, you got to have some baseline, something you're looking at, right, and see if it changes or gets better, right? So you have bacteria. There's one called bifidobacteria, which is a family of bacteria. So bifidobacteria has a strong relationship to your immune system and overall health. And if you look at a scale from 0 to 20, like a baby, has a really abundant amount of bifidobacteria. If you're a really good, healthy person, if they measured your bacteria, which they could in the stool test, the bifidobacteria, you would want it to be 17, 15, 16. If you were going through chemo, which they've done studies, person going through chemo, their bifida is going to be like around 2. If you die, it's going to be like 0. A lot of people in assisted living, 1.5, 2.5. So the lower the worse, right? So we have a baseline. So in this randomized placebo-controlled trial, they got a whole bunch of healthy people. Everybody was lean, and they tested everyone's bifida. Everyone's bifida was between 15 to 18. So across the board, men and women. So one group got what they call a medical grade probiotic, which you can't even get. Okay. They had another group did a placebo. Then they had the other group. They had 27 different probiotics they got from different companies, over the counter, etc. At the end of 12 weeks, Sharon, the group that had the medical grade, when they retested their bifida, exact same.
Because they were already healthy in the first place.
Everybody was healthy.
Right.
So you gotta get this part before I give you the punchline.
Right.
Everybody's healthy, and everyone's bifida was healthy. Everybody.
You mean when you're born?
No,
No.
he's talking about before.
Now,
the
and
test.
if you got COVID and your bifida was low, you're probably not gonna make it,
Wow.
Yeah.
right? So if you look at people who were in like nursing homes and all that didn't make it, trust me, their bifida was extremely low. They had no immune protection. So a bifida is big.
Yeah.
Okay. Now everybody in this study's got good bifida. First group after 12 weeks, medical grade probiotic, bifida is still the same. Okay, congrats. Placebo group, still the same. The people who took the probiotic, 27 different probiotics.
Wow.
Everyone's bifida was wiped out.
Wow.
Why? Why is
0.
it going like this?
0.
No.
And you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't feel it, and you're compromised. And Stanford did 2 studies just like it, same outcome. So everyone you know that's taking a probiotic, God bless them, I hope it works out.
Get rid of that.
Because there's a
Yeah.
very good
Yeah.
chance.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean 100%,
Yeah.
but there's a very good chance that you're wiping out your
It's
bifida.
hurting you.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did you look at
Yeah.
that?
So why is that? I mean, what, how would a probiotic make it worse?
Okay, so what is a probiotic?
Okay, so a prebiotic,
Bacteria.
if the
A
bifida.
prebiotic is different, but what is you know what a probiotic is?
Bacteria.
Now most people take supplements but don't really know what they're taking, which is fine. That's where guys like me come in and I get to bring clarity to it, right? So the short of it is that a prebiotic is dietary fiber, right? It's called a probiotic. You already have probiotic,
Right.
but a probiotic that you take supposed to be live bacteria.
Right.
Now, live bacteria ever gets exposed to oxygen is dead. So we gotta first ask, how did they get those ingredients in that capsule in the capsule without air protection?
Well, I would think I could see you not getting any better. But I can't see why it was making you worse.
Well, what's the capsule made out of? Is there petroleum in it? Like, what are we taking? And most of them do have a touch of petroleum. So you want to take a prebiotic to feed your current bacteria. And then your current bacteria with the prebiotic will create postbiotics called short-chain fatty acids. And that's what seals the gut. Like you've heard of leaky gut? We need those short-chain fatty acids. And so in a microscope, like I have a course I'm getting ready to teach to help people become gut and microbiome specialists. And so we look at the mucus layer, and you can see it. And then what's really interesting, Sharon, you will love this. You'll love the education part of it. Is that when you don't get enough short-chain fatty acids, the mucus layer gets thinner. And when it gets thin, right, on the other side of that is there's an intestinal wall. It goes into your blood circulation. Well, when that fence gets thin, it breaks. Leaky gut. And pathogens get through, create inflammation in your body, and cause bloating and all the negatives that come with that. We want to seal that. And what's crazy, when you look at it under a microscope, you can see your bacteria starts eating that mucus layer. Because it's searching for the short-chain fatty acids and they're not there. So you are eating yourself and then you get sick. I'm telling you, man, I've seen some crazy stuff under a microscope. Anyway, so how do we end? You want to get everybody set? Thank you guys for everybody. I didn't go too long, I apologize.
What I'm gonna do really quick is, how many appreciate Robert? Renee, I want you to just come up real quick, and Veronica. Veronica basically told you about her testimony. She got diagnosed with RA. The three of us actually have a real company.